Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get ready to rando! Tonight is the Game 1 finals of Game 1 of the Grand Finals, there we go, of the 2023 Crosskeys tournament for Link to the Past Randomizer. Tonight we have Lin on comms and Zaphakil on comms. Toffile and Amazing Anthros not on comms, tracking for WallKicks and Alaszun, who are our runners. I should have said them first, but hey, it's whatever. I'm going to hand you over to the comm people because I'm apparently not good at this talking thing.
Kind of same, to be honest.
Why are we here? All right, we'll just go calm.
No. I mean, it's the grand finals. Game 2 is next week, but we're still gonna know who's gonna be the champion next week. So, really excited about it, especially since Alaszun and Wally are definitely good friends of mine in the community. So, whoever wins, I'm gonna be happy. I would be happy for whoever wins if it wasn't Alaszun and WallKicks, but I would be happier because they're friends.
No bias there, but I mean, it's super exciting because I think on two different very sides of the story. So this is Wally's second finals, coming off the back of making it to playoffs last year, finals the year before, and he's back again, which I think is super exciting. I think it's the only time that this has ever happened, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct.
And Al last year didn't have the best run, but has played, I think, really well, and he's been feeling really happy about his own play. Again, you and I are both good friends of the runners, but also this is just a really exciting race to watch. So for anyone who's just joining us, isn't quite sure, so the way we got here, so this is the grand finals. There was 8 rounds of Swiss. Players above 6 and 2 qualified for playoffs. There was a play-in race and everything else. And then there was a top 16, where on the one side of the bracket, Wally beat Ninjembro, then proceeded to play Scholzer, who's a previous champion, and then beat Matt7898 to make it to the finals. And Alaszun on the other side beat Zen Arcane, then Top Life, and then Ralkin to make it here. So this has been kind of a crazy route for them to get here. So all very good runners, all very good players.
They might have similar openers if I remember right as well, but we're gonna see.
Yeah.
I know I was an opener, and I'm pretty sure WallKicks does it as well.
Yeah, I was checking the last few races, so they're going to start the same. So we have pretty symmetrical openings and not a lot of early divergence.
Right, there we go. Link's house. It's here. I'm sorry.
So we get a couple minutes to kind of talk about this. So I feel like we kind of gloss over the fact you are also a former Crosskeys champion. I'm not just here talking with another person in the community doing comms. So you've kind of been on this stage before.
Yeah, I've been in their spot before. Although my tournament format was in the Swiss format of this double elimination.
Yeah.
But still, we get our first entrance. Oh, ew, yeah.
Oh, baby.
It's good with the flute, but that's it. Right. Killing the pickle to check the drop.
No bombs.
Rupees. And also potentially setting up for some triples other than one. Just a compass. We leave.
Yep.
Not even checking, just grabbing the compass.
Interesting.
And the divergence might be after grabbing all the rupees, missing 3. That's 3. That's a lot. No, I see. What are you actually going to the Lake Halia houses? Getting that check also on the island.
In his last few
Ew,
matches.
ew.
Oh god.
Oh god. There we go. The early Eastern Palace that Wally he just says no, I don't want to. Let's see if Alaszun does the same, and we don't have bomb for this. Unfortunate. So let's see what Alaszun does. Yeah, oh, unfortunate.
Alright, interesting first early divergence. Kind of shoved the Alaszun and check the other entrance first, just in case, but I mean, is
He
what
might
it is.
get bombs, that's the thing.
Yeah.
He might get bombs for that chicken hut. What is Alaszun doing?
Interesting?
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Sure.
sure.
And I think the reasoning is that Wally is not going to deep Eastern, and the moment you get the flute, it's already worth it. But I don't mind leaving early, but I think the proper spot to leave Eastern would actually have been the map chest.
Yeah,
If you wanted to leave early.
Yeah, I totally get skipping that, but that was alright, fair, sure. But also with Chicken Hut being there, that might just be more incentive for him just to say, okay, I'm gonna come back in a second, whatever.
And I was not even going north yet. With the flute, there's an freestanding item and a drop down, but you don't have bombs. One, and also can go there whenever.
Yeah.
Oh, there's money for bombs. Bombs
Yeah.
that you can get with the money you just farmed in the Holy Hand Cave. Yeah, the flute makes the mushroom turning way easier now.
I didn't have volume up for that, so no idea what Alaszun found there, but
The same. Might want to turn in that mushroom immediately, because if in the next entrances you actually find a Pokemon shop, and well, yep, that's what Alaszun's doing.
Yep.
Wally got pot bake was in Lost Woods.
That was the freestanding big key. Yeah.
Okay. All right. What I'm missing? Uncle Well, Ganon.
Yep.
Oh, what was? Oh, that's Ganon.
He's here. We found him. Yeah, what was Bat?
I'm also kind of tracking some entrances just to get some easier information and stuff. Oh.
Just
more bombs at the Harry Castle.
Yeah.
Or the shop. So let's see what Alaszun decides to do. Probably the rest of CAC, if I have to guess. No, just Mountain. Trying to save the old man. CAC is just a bunch of nothing.
But we have one or two really good connectors possibly out of there as well to come back to for later. But yeah.
It's a money cave, but I'm pretty sure there was the other one. But this one is more accessible.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a flute, I guess.
So not to distract you from your item tracking, but you've played both of these players, correct? At some point in a 1v1?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Are there any large stylistic differences or like highlights that you would say would make one runner a little bit more favored or just different from the other?
I know Alaszun is better as tracking logic, that's for sure. Other than that, aside from the Eastern hate, let me put it like this. That's not nice. I mean, it's okay, but
Yeah.
not very useful with the flute. No, I don't like that kind of similar playstyle. Oh, that's nice to connect that. Hey, how
Oh, hello.
big item cave? Don't die. Okay.
Wally, please.
Well behind Agatu is slightly concerning. Let's put it like this, but
That's also one of those things too that both those runners are going to realize, and probably if given any sort of like mid-game, what are my best options? Like it kind of weights that pretty reasonably. Like you see the GC Big King, you think, you know what? Like I'm not worried about this because there's just so many more items to find, right?
hey, getting some bounce back
Ooh.
is pretty good. That was a cave.
I mean, aside from the flippers,
Really?
it was
Yeah,
certainly a
flippers are
cave.
nice.
Yeah.
Not having the monicles alright yet though. Oh, there's a fire on an old man.
Oh God.
Doing the quick entrances, accessible with the fleet for now for Alaszun. Oh, while he's checking some connectors.
Yeah, that was Paradox middle out of that. So at this point, you probably just go north and then save and quit. I have to imagine.
Yeah, with the same zone. You just check that. I don't think you want to go anywhere near Skullwoods. I'm looking
Yeah.
at you, Base Cloud, if you hear me. Ew. Oh, maybe
Okay.
you want to? Feels like some early body walking. I doubt Alaszun's gonna do it with the Skullwoods Big and the Fire Rod.
Mhm. I mean, also, I wonder too, and this is, again, we talked about these players know each other reasonably well and everything else. I wonder if there's certainly a world where Wally knows that Alaszun absolutely hates this play. Like, this is something that is not
Probably,
unknown.
yeah. Probably, yeah. I mean, I was talking to Des Cloud as a joke earlier, but he kind of every time someone makes this play, we're always mentioning Days Cloud.
Right.
Shout out to Days Cloud, another mod, by the way. That's almost all the mods that play the game here. Almost. I think we're only missing Jacober. Because the AA is on tracking.
Yep.
Two players. Me.
I know Nori's around somewhere too, so she's here, so.
Just friendly banter for the Skullwoods play. Yeah, I don't think Alan's gonna touch that. Nando is gonna get the Skullwoods big in that Paradox cave for sure.
Yeah.
Or not without a Moon Pro.
Right, yeah. But I think on Alaszun's side, we'll probably see that same, like, Seam Mire and then Bail, right? Especially with, probably other things to do.
That's what I'm expecting.
Yeah.
Like, he only has one bomb. I don't think he wants... no, he has a Fire Rod, but... Ooh, that's... No, not even checking. Really, it's not even that bad to get back to with the flute. there anything in Skullwoods? We don't know yet.
We don't know yet. Yeah, no. Aside from I think one pod small, which was in the big key chest.
Oh.
Okay. Wow. So yeah, Alaszun is going to get this a different way.
Okay. Oh. That might be logic, depending on where those connectors are.
So we have Hyrule Castle right, obviously, we had a Hyrule Castle connector in CAC, so this is...
Oh, interesting. Not even checking Hyrule Castle? I guess that Skullwoods had something. Or...
Had a... one swingy. Oh.
How's it?
Please
no die. 2 bombs.
It's fine.
No! No, it's not! No magic for this fire rod to be used.
Yeah. However, it's not so bad. Again, we have the Hyrule Castle connector. You can kind of come back easily. There might just be, 10 bombs here. Haha. Maybe. Maybe not.
He'll come back for sure, but I mean, he hasn't done Hyrule Castle, so I'm expecting him to maybe check the other side.
Yeah.
And then do Hyrule Castle as well. Like, so just a sank, right? So
yeah.
I know to flute back to 7. Because, we found the dam. Full in logic. With the paradox. And that's it.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh! Hello!
I mean, this early flute is already paying off massive dividends. And I think Alaszun is also going to know that too. Again, I think we talked about the pensions of the runners, so...
Like, Alaszun hasn't been to Lost Woods yet.
And definitely more imbalanced they'll get to, so... Not getting those boots, which it's entirely possible he will. Like, Wally definitely has a lot of connectors out of CAC they can kind of get back to.
I mean, him going to Skullwoods right now is gonna hurt him. Because I don't think he's going back in the Darkfall from the Paradox connector.
Mm-hmm.
And once he finds that sword, oh wait, no, it's in Skullwoods big chest and not going without a Moon Pearl. So
yep.
You might not get that sword for a little bit, at least until Moon Pearl. Expecting him, whenever he gets a Moon Pearl, to like follow that back of Old Man.
Yeah, I mean, like that's probably one of his first
again.
things. Yeah.
The other good thing is that whenever he finds Meyer, he'll be able to do it.
Yeah, that's true.
Is that old? Oh, yeah, actually. Oh.
Okay.
So I might save Wally for a little bit. If he checks the back of the saving play point and then decides to go to the curiosity shop from here.
Yeah. That could definitely be the thing. It's like, okay, I found 2 sides of it. Screw it, I'll go through the third.
Saving some resources here with a sword.
I've been too focused from not even clicking off my entrances on my map tracker.
And same. Like I've been the only like note down the
Yeah, the
relevant entrances. I'm not really. I have a like empty tracker.
but
So I know where Herda, Ice Palace, Maya are, Harry
Yep.
Castle. Pretty much.
yeah. But on that note, too, just really an early thanks to our two trackers. We called it out earlier. Amazing Empress to Top File doing the hard work, so we don't have to, so we can just kind of focus on this game. Uh,
Right, last entrance in the eastern area is no. It's connector.
it's
but
connector. So one of I'm trying to think of like what the smartest way for Alaszun to get some resources back is.
Should I just say then quit, man? You would have been at full health.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure I was faster even if you wanted to do that. That is not in logic, by the way. You need the hook shot or the Cane of Samaria to cross the gap properly. But that's a way to get magic, I guess.
Yeah, I really like this for getting magic, if nothing else, right? Like,
if it doesn't miss the pokey.
don't put that juju on him. Don't say that. Or if he doesn't get hit by these. Okay, everything's fine.
There's a Chomp are gonna be a bit.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, he's in one hit range either way, right?
yeah,
So
that's true. That's true. But not a lot of bombs. But we have a fire rod, so we gotta use a bit of magic. I would assume.
Wally doing the, oh yeah, Wally has the fire as well, right? So
to deal with this room. Chomp, please.
Chomp, please.
Okay.
Okay.
Checking more in the mountain, or
I think this might be VTR left.
yeah, I think he's just checking the connector. Like I said, this is behind Cane of Samaria or Hookshot and Lottie. Another way to get into Outcast.
Yep.
What do we have left in the light world? This Bone Crocs.
I think we
have
have
the Bone Crocs.
Yeah, and for Alaszun too, there's also Lost Wood. So like for him, there's that. I don't think we've seen Flute 8 spots.
Nope. The two entrances, and then there's Agina's, and then Desert entrance as well. That was we still have another mushroom with some Dark World access kinda. Oh, I forgot I didn't.
Yeah,
oh,
so
that's why you just went.
Yep.
I forgot about that. Sorry, wasn't paying attention. Didn't mark everything down.
Yeah, no, and this will be nice too because I think this kind of gets him back to this.
Yeah, that's why he wanted resources. I guess he wanted to go back for this fully in logic.
And maybe also back into Hyrule Castle as well, although maybe depending on how nicely these many World Arms play. Although, it should be the...
We want that magic.
Yeah, get that magic.
It's nice. Early mail is nice. It would be nicer with a mirror, because it makes Death Warp a bit harder. The rest was nothing in there.
Yeah. So Ice Rod Cave region for Alaszun.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He has the money for Zora. So.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Oh, that's right. We have flippers, of course, right? So we have those checks. Keep forgetting that was the only thing of interest in Paradox Cave.
Oh, hello.
Oh,
Tell it to check also what's in the chicken hut.
right.
They didn't have bombs. Which I'm assuming Alaszun's gonna go on his way out, like he's just gonna swim there. And then do hobo. Even more money for Zora. And other stuff up.
Other stuff. Is this? Would he just go straight into the whirlpool and then do a separate trip for chicken hut, hobo, and then flute there, and like a after save and quit, or is this like let me just get all this done now and then?
Yeah, I guess. So you kind of end your route at hobo, although you probably still gonna go out to flute away.
Yep.
Oh, well.
Okay.
That's a lot of
2 5-item caves already. Yeah.
5 evident caves. Oh, there's the moon pearl.
Wow.
Just behind the flippers.
Well, that's nice too, because again, you kind of have a really short route to cut. You do chicken hut, you do hobo, save and quit to back of old man, and then Alaszun gets to start this. Not really worried about bunny walking because he has boots. He definitely wants to do everything he can with the boots to make up, continue that little bit of advantage. So
For sure. But I can see him just going to the darker from here with the back of old man, and then it's a really start of a route because he can wrap around.
Mhm.
Eventually find the glove on his way out. Oh, the big Hera. Yeah,
Interesting.
eventually find a glove.
Yeah.
Whenever he reaches cave, so he to decide whether or not he wants to go to the dark shopping mall, Catfish, or the pot area. But still doesn't have the money for Zora. I'm not sure when he will pull the trigger on going there to get his Moon Pearl. Whether or not he's likely gonna find the dam at the end of this route. I want to say.
Yeah, so he'll find the dam, and then he should get the 300 because I think there was a 300 in Mini Moldorm, so he might barely get the money.
But even if he finds the dam, he still needs to, check the sunken item.
Yeah, which without having that flute is a little bit more of a time investment and everything else. Alaszun's still not having done the Lost Woods checks. Missing that pod Bicky that's just hanging out there.
But deciding not to admire yet. I get it.
Mm.
No small key makes a route super awkward and not a lot of art as well. I mean, 6 hearts. There's just enough, but
also Meyer too with just bombs and fire rods.
The thing, you can pull to the front of Skullwoods right now and check the back. So if there's anything in the back of Skullwoods, Wally will fall a little bit further behind, I would say.
Yeah.
Because you don't really know when Alaszun sees the magic and is like, no.
Yeah, let me just
I'm just gonna kill everything.
And to Guba's point, and I, obviously in my mind as the commentator, it's like, yeah, that's pod big key, but yeah, I mean, we're not missing it. It's not as what matters. So, this will be nice too.
But he'll eventually go.
Yeah, of course.
Still doesn't know where the well is. He's still looking for the well. So I don't think you can put that up for too long.
Right.
Even though we know he's not going to find the well, but still.
Yeah, so this is Wally Zora money. Again, still has to make it there. And maybe this is even worse, right? Because this, if he does the chicken hut, hobo, everything kind of route, and he'll just leave Eastern, possibly, right? So
Right, Alaszun gets the sword, and now his boots are better.
Yep. I also really love the item dash to get that right pixel for.
Yeah, for sure.
Really cute tech that neither Alaszun nor I knew, and Pink Kitty Rose was like, "Hey, you guys should do this." I was like, "Oh, that's brilliant!"
Apparently, with no mirror, not going to be able to check the pedestal here after the back of Skullwoods, unless he's in the back of Skullwood, and then Wally's in big trouble.
So we missed that book on Wally's side.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Oh, Wally's actually getting the boots. Nice win. Still lacking a lot of movement. Let me put it like this, without the flute. But that's still nice.
Okay, so chat informed me that it's not that Wally missed it. He dropped in a pinball room, which I did see. But yeah, he's okay.
Might be relevant. I know he has an excuse to go back into Skullwoods, I guess.
Yeah.
Not that it's gonna find anything, but I'm assuming that's a hookshot cave. No.
Is this the castle tower that he's looking for?
I guess.
One quick item, maybe they can go right back into.
What was that hookshot cave again? Maybe he's just going to Lawsuit because of missing the well still,
Right. Yeah.
and he was just doing this on the way. I can see it.
I mean, also a notable entrance too, which I don't expect the runners to go into anytime soon,
No,
is the Ice
just
Palace.
Yeah. Yeah, but Ice Palace, you found it, but
Yeah. Don't even think
no,
about
that that you can explore like most of the Dark World. I don't think
Yeah.
it's a big priority for sure. But while he's getting the Moon Pearl, grab Zora and the key that was on the ledge.
Yeah, which I believe was our Misery Mire big key that Alaszun has as well. So
You can get a Moldorm.
that's an
Not sure
option
you
too.
want to.
Yeah. That's right, because yeah, the old man saving quit's right
Easy to
there as
get
well.
to. It's
Yeah.
easy to get to. Like you can flip just. I mean, if you want, you can save and quit, and if you're Alaszun, flipping's probably faster.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the blue mage, kind of have to use that green guard.
Yep, just like you said. Save and quit right to Tower Hera.
Checking Dark Cross for Alaszun.
And this might be Dark Cross into. I guess you don't really have to go out the Hyrule Castle right because you have the save and quit, but like that just might be the start of his sort of Vu sweep or the Dark World sweep, right?
Probably.
That's saving. Well, I mean, Death Warping out of the back of this might be a little bit time consuming, but I mean, both runners now are like, we have Moon Pearl, we have things to do, so this is, I think, just the last little bit of cleanup, right?
Yeah, I think it's just being safe and not leaving anything behind. Although Eastern is the thing, and I saw small quiche to this dungeon.
Oh god! Oh, this game. Okay, so yeah, as we suspected.
Alden is doing the same, I'm assuming.
Yep.
I do believe Alaszun is making that basement play. Not sure about Wally. He skipped that in the semis. Oh, was it? Yeah, he's
Yeah.
and then went back for his tier Biggie later, but it's kind of early into the game.
It's kind of early into the game. It's at a spot that you can easily get back to if you really are like, kind of fussed about it. Wally's getting a little bit bullied here. There we go.
So let's see what Wally decides to do with the basement. He's going.
I mean, conversely, this is also one of those things too, where it's like it's way too early to leave something that, even though it's easy to get back to, could be.
I'm not sure they can do much on the mountain after this.
Yeah.
So aside from checking the two
The dark
two entrances
entrances.
the two dark world entrances that we haven't seen. So I mean, even then, you're still saving quick from here to Old Man. It's probably gonna be faster.
So one thing while both runners are kind of still in Hera and doing things, obviously mentioned earlier that you've been on the stage before, and then earlier this year you were also in main tourney finals. How did nerves, right? Like that's a thing that Alaszun has talked to.
A lot. Yeah. I was. Let's go small. So no, that definitely a lot of nerves. I mean, we've talked to Alaszun before the game. He was definitely feeling nervous, trying to like distract himself. Let me put it like this.
Yeah.
When
you get into the game though, and you start playing, and
everything goes away. You're just focusing on the game at this point, unless you're doing something really bad. Not sure the two runners are feeling terrible right now, especially with the boots. Red bomb.
I say probably with the boots, and also like this hasn't been like there's nothing to feel badly sequenced about, right?
No, for sure. Might have been able to get the boots earlier, I guess, but like at this point, I don't think it's gonna make a huge difference.
Which again, I think going back to it too for both these runners, like just having kind of a nice open world, like with these things to do, like there's just so much fun to have. Just like let the connectors take you and go, and I think that they're probably.
Did Wally check the back of Old Man Sitting Quit Point? I'm not sure.
I don't think he has yet. I think he might have walked there and seen it. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was in the dark, so. Did you actually get what it was? Alright, finally getting chicken hut. Check!
If you're Alaszun, do you go back in for the other 3 in Eastern Palace? Or are you fine?
No, just doing Hobo, I think, okay. And she's gonna leave. Probably, I'm not gonna say wasting a lot of time, but that's stuff Alaszun can do way faster than he does.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this flute paying off, like we getting the boots roused a little bit early and everything else. It's like, and that
feels bad. Should have done the checks with water walk. Oh, that's where you turn in mushroom friends. I mean, with the fight, it wasn't that bad. I mean,
Yeah.
for Alaszun, it wasn't that bad. Wally still went back. Well, yeah, Wally didn't do Hobo yet. Right? He just went to Laura, so I guess that's the Hobo check here. Oh, another big key on the Death Pledge.
Okay.
I think. That's all the Dark Robes.
Yeah, so that's probably
The one that. What was it? It's going through.
no. That's the mountain connector, right? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
It's gonna see the bomb shop and nothing. It's getting to outcast faster with TR left.
I mean, not with the old man save and quit right there, or back of old man, right? Because you have to go. Well, yeah, actually, it's just climbing a ladder. Yeah, you know what?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
You just climb the ladder into tier right, go to tier left, and you're in outcast. Although, yeah, with that, I don't know that's here. No, they keep. Oh, ooh.
Oh, okay. Well,
Also, assuming Alvin's gonna go there soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that will be his first entrance. He checks literally, I think, after the save and quit, right? So, like,
Alvin, check what the item is. Thank you. Yeah, WallKicks now going back to Skullwoods, checking the other.
I will say it kind of feels like in these last few minutes that Wally's gained some ground back. Or just more
yeah,
like,
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I feel like Alvin is just doing a little bit too much of a cleanup.
Yeah.
Admittedly, now that he full cleared Skullwoods, that's like, and you're still missing the well. That's the thing. If you're Alaszun, so I see why he's doing it. That was unfortunate. It was between well and this, and of course. And Wally can check pedestal.
It's gonna be our GT big key, right? Oh, wrong mode.
I mean, Alvin's probably going to check pedestal from here, actually. And that's why he did it like this.
Yeah. Yeah, he didn't actually get to that desert main entrance either, so I think it was his original plan before he kind of wound his way all the way back this way. Berna unped, runners probably don't care at all.
With that mirror, you really want to go in the dark world. You want to be in the dark world.
Yeah.
That's just Spiral Cave for Alaszun.
Yeah.
I think it was up there.
I don't remember where this led out for Wally, but I don't remember it being of anything of consequence.
Oh, it's actually going to Eastern now? What? I don't get it.
Okay.
Alright, let's see if Alaszun gets punished. We're leaving too early.
Yeah, so for the runners, Alaszun got the flute out of this first chest and then bailed. So be curious to see if there's anything else in our Sphere Zero Eastern Palace.
Like after getting the mirror, just you have Kingstone, Gravid Ledge.
Yep.
Probably wanna do those. Oh, do you just wait?
Do you wait for like Glove or something to make your route over like Catfish and Dark World? Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, I guess you just get to, and maybe you can grab Catfish.
That's a really convenient back of Old Man, all things considered. So
Not the worst, I won't say for sure. They have been worse.
you think Wally knows that Alaszun did at least the first chest? I mean, I think that all things considered, it is much more likely for Wally that Alaszun did go in. So he's assuming that flute. Anyway.
Alright, I was thinking about it. In the semis, Alaszun died in the dark room.
Yep.
Of Eastern Palace, so that might have been in the back of his mind when he found it super early with only 3 hearts.
Yeah, 3 hearts, just bombs, so. Eastern big key chest can't hurt me. But I think to what we were saying, I really do like Alaszun just saying, okay, you know what, I'm going to take this, I'm going to go. Or like, I have mirror boots, like, this is efficient overworld entrance clearing. This makes so much sense. And Wally will be not far behind as well. So.
Ooh, Alaszun just found Ticket with no bottles.
Yeah.
And Wally just gets one. Okay.
He didn't do dig game.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I was wondering as well.
Which I think now might be the other thing for Alaszun with, okay, like, knowing him, he's probably got, like, what is my next few plays? And oops, yeah, shit, I gotta go back and do a dig game real quick. 7 digs, not super concerned.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a 2-hour spike cave from me.
Alaszun's gonna be able to check the 2 with shopping malls together, since that hasn't been there yet. Hopefully with the glove.
Yeah, it's like he's probably waiting for Glove at this point, now more than anything. Because he is for sure in the I want to get everything done in one trip kind of mode now with most of what he has.
Okay, let's see what Ticket has. Okay.
Not super bated breath for that sick kid to have a glove and kind of completely upend that route for Alaszun.
Good. Oh, I mean, we can check the Hera entrance.
But tools for making things as efficient as possible.
I think you go all the way to Pod, I want to say.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the last one.
Okay.
Let's see what we get. Any gloves?
Probably going to be right there, thanks to the magic of connectors.
Oh, a sword is good if we want to go on the castle now.
Also just in time for Bombo's tablet too.
Yes. Yeah. That sword is really well timed for sure.
Just love the fact that Wally makes it to this route.
It's gonna have to backtrack though. Like, there's no way you're
Yeah.
leaving all those entrances.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Oh, that's the other end. I guess.
Oh, yeah, that works out.
Well, it's not in a great spot, so.
Yeah, I think that was at
Eastern Palace.
Eastern
I think.
Palace, yeah.
So yeah, you're kind of happy to find this end. And Thieves down. Okay.
We still have not seen a desert connector.
Nope. Okay.
Okay, video game. Hera small and Hera. Thieves small and thieves.
Oh, that's a small was here. I guess. Ooh. Any GT big keys in the chat? Oh, here's some are as good as well for GT, I guess.
Yeah, this was a really good front of Thieves Town.
I think you want to do it. It's kind of close right now.
Are you thinking go with the GT right side or just the?
Alaszun kind of orphan. Let me put it like this: the Lake Hylia Dark World entrance.
Yeah.
Dark Lake Hylia entrance. So kind of has to go back. Oh yeah, I'll check this.
Yeah.
Or just Laser Bridge.
Which I think just had a TR small among other things.
Yes, but now you can go all the way to
Crystal Roller.
To Crystal Roller, which I think Wally is also considering. But oh, careful! Don't move.
Oh.
Yeah, he's doing it. If you don't know what you're doing in this room from this side, just press Alt.
Yeah, hold up and don't let go until you hear the stairs.
Oh, he died!
That was a really unfortunate firebar. What the?
Wally definitely catch up with that Eastern play.
Yeah, I was also gonna wonder too, if you're Wally, would you think about going back to TR left to get the VOO stuff done? But it's like, no, you're here. You have so much other stuff to be doing right now.
With that fluid, gonna be able to chip this portal and go back afterwards. Yep. No, we're still ditching the portal after trying to save it. Not sure.
I mean, I think that he knows where the connector takes him for really, really quick access to things, so it wouldn't shock me. Although, this is Hera, right?
Their entrance plus Ether out, but with the sword I can see it.
Yeah.
But that top of castle pod area seems kind of suspicious. There's also GT that Alaszun might consider here. Because it was on Lake Hylia, if I remember right, on the Lake Hylia island. Oh, this guy. Well then, I guess we can clear Eastern Palace. There's just swamp. Is the small kid a swamp in swamp?
Don't do that to us.
No.
don't put that juju on us. Uh, this is where the hookshot cave was.
Oh, there's a glove, and now we can go north.
The well is in pyramid. So also, oh baby, that glove.
Oh, at least Molly's gonna be able to check those two without the glove. Oh, there's a desert entrance.
Oh my god.
I think you can just go to bot actually, and then you just take the old man back.
Yeah.
Get back here to do the 2 shopping malls plus catfish.
Yep. Because he still has.
And I think the route is good because you can do those entrances and then you go to end at catfish, and
Yep.
from catfish you can go to GT.
GGT, yeah.
Well then,
Okay.
bit low on heart, so might want to
Yeah, just death
think
warp.
of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he's doing. Completely understandable.
So I missed whatever items were in desert, but we do have a fairly nice connector out of desert left. Of course, mimic cave. Haha. Literally nothing. Thank you, trackers.
Oh well, that's the way to get the glove, I guess.
Okay, well. Oh, out. I will say serendipitous on Wally's side.
Really being careful here.
Yeah. Yes, I couldn't remember if the berries or the Gibdos were magic pack from that Skullwood's Bicky room we saw earlier.
I think it was the berries.
I think it was the berries, yeah, because I think we just saw that from the...
Because the magic was in the little like
Oh, that's right, yeah.
corridor. It was in the corridor.
Yeah.
I think no, we're not going to pod. I don't like. I think Alaszun's route better here personally because, like I said, you can take the back of old men to get back here. But going to pod right now is a bit of a pain.
Okay. Was like, and conversely too, Wally's been taking a lot shorter sweeps of the world, right? Like we've seen him save and quit in a couple spots. We saw him go up for Hera. He's definitely taking deeper, but not quite as wide bursts with I think this equipment. So I think this might actually be the GT play. And the back
with
of
the flute, it's still easy to get back to GT, but like,
yeah.
It was just a nice way to try to get a GT big key, for example, or more GT smalls.
Yeah.
Before going into GT, like, leaving much behind unless you find a dungeon or something that you cannot full clear.
Yeah, so we'll get all of these hindrances now on Wally's side, which he's trying to be careful to set up for some iframes to deal with the zeros.
I mean, you have the flippers in your own blue mail. Shouldn't be that bad.
Yeah, but, you know, taking damage that you may not want to. Yeah, forgetting that we didn't have to fake flipper that, but...
Up front of third rock with a cane and fire rod. Oh, speaking of dungeon that you can find and not full clear.
Okay.
The Palace of Darkness. Pendant Palace of Darkness.
Yeah. So we now have all of the dungeon locations. We've seen all our five item caves. We've seen Paradox.
And another connector. Here, haven't seen the TR bridge.
We haven't seen TR Bridge. We've not seen a way to get to the Mire area either, which does have a big key that we spotted earlier.
Yep. Let's see if Alaszun actually gets more pod keys before getting there. That might be relevant.
Yeah. So with 2, you're probably just going to run straight to the back.
Yeah, you're doing what Wally does, like both side, mirror,
Okay.
bridge to the back.
Yeah.
Hamayum if you can. Hamayum. Sorry.
At Julo
Okay.
Ninja.
Oh yeah, that's a back of escape, huh?
Oh,
They have a
yeah.
glove.
1 hour in, getting a glove late. It's like, oh yeah, all these things I could do earlier. Kind of,
Oh.
yeah.
Not gonna say no to house magic.
Yeah, no. While demonstrating what NA aim looks like.
Not checking. No, not checking Hera yet. Just cleaning up the rocks in the world, I guess. I mean, this one is kind of isolated. You checked everything
Yeah.
in the area, like unless you're turning in the purple chest, but you don't even have mids, so you don't even consider that. Just the one off at this point.
Yeah, because everything else now is going to get routed in either with the...
I thought it was vanilla. It wasn't. Close, but it wasn't. Hey, another sword.
Okay. But yeah, all of our other entrances kind of get routed in pretty nicely thanks to our...
Oh no, wait, I'm mixing the rupee rooms. My bad, but yeah.
Yeah. With our old man back a save and quit, and then just with the mirror, so it's like...
Yeah, that's easy to get to for Alaszun. I don't think he's missing that for a long time. The lamp, though.
Yeah!
What was his 10 pick again?
That was on Ether Tablet.
Oh. I haven't found a connector to a floating island as well, right?
Right.
Now with that glove, might be interesting to find, I want to say.
Yeah, because we did not see, obviously, the other side of Fairy Ascension, right? Which I think we just saw in the...
But which might be something Alaszun would be looking for in order to check Terra on the tablet.
Yep.
And Alaszun only has one pod key.
He will get the
Maybe.
second one literally in the area, though.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Say,
there it
where's-
is.
Yep. Okay. Right. Pod small.
This GT is starting to look really nice.
Yeah.
Nice ether. So where do we drop, Wally? Middle. Okay.
Because the hope there
Oh.
is that. Okay.
Oh. Well then, to have a nice palette that is looking great
Yeah.
right now.
Very spicy. Very nice. Yeah.
I would assume Moses gonna follow that one after part as well, because
Yeah.
I'm not sure where he'd go afterwards.
Yeah.
But like I said, where do you want to drop? And I think Wally's just doing stuff on his way to ice.
Yeah. So even though you saw the bottom there, right? Are you dropping down the middle because you're hoping to find the TR bridge connector and say, okay, I don't want to have to do this multiple times?
Yes.
Okay.
Alton's probably gonna go back once he finds the other key.
Yeah, it's going to be a
I
little
don't
bit.
I don't like, especially when you know port is dependent. I don't think you want to go back here. So might as well do as much as you can. Right, Ice Palace, fully completable. Right side of Ice Palace still hookshot log. Always is in this mode.
Mhm.
For now, I want to. Unless no, not always. Unless the big key is there on the right side. I think if you, I'm gonna ask Media Tracker, amazing Ampharos for this.
Yeah, Mr. Logic, please. Big key of Thieves Town.
Yeah, pretty good. We only have a small key, and we know where it is in Swamp.
So we kind of have to start. Yeah.
Mhm.
So we have to start asking the question: what are we missing? Because we're getting dangerously close to that, like, just rush dungeon threshold.
We might be. A hookshot and Swamp Small.
Yeah.
And that's it. Maybe. Depending on desert. Depending on desert. So is GT last side looking great? I'm not sure anymore. Maybe. I think you still do all the dungeons you can, right? Like,
Yeah.
this. Maya was Dark Lumberjack. T-Stone in Swamp. And Wallace still has to find Skullwoods.
Which will be more like considerably easier too with the like just traditional Dark World access now for Fleet 5.
Yeah. Also, I mean, I guess also Eastern. We could probably just get as much information as possible clearing dungeons, I think. Like, and even if you're wrong, the pendant that is gonna fall is the green pendant.
Yeah.
So you can't feel bad about it. Oh, I think. Oh, they never checked.
I don't
They
think
did
we
not.
checked. Yeah, I think we just have it marked because we saw the.
We just saw the peas and the
Yeah.
in the dungeons. Oh, sorry, my bad. But still, yeah, the thing is still do all the dungeons you can. Like,
Yeah.
Trying to find something.
I mean, because
I mean,
there's
like this, right?
Yeah.
Like you hit it. I see. You got a this time big, right?
Yeah. I mean, because we found all of our 5-item caves. Like, we've seen those. We saw Paradox. So we're kind of at the point where, like, the things are in the dungeons anyway, for the most part. Like, that's
Yeah, I
where our
think I
value
did
is.
that one anyways.
Yeah.
But, like, that's GT for sure. Like,
True.
GT is there. For efficiency's sake, you do most of the dungeon and you leave probably Eastern for last, because you can get from to GT from Eastern the fastest. I'm gonna put it like this.
Yeah. If you're Wally. Now, with Alaszun getting this Eastern Big Key, presumably after Ether Tablet.
Although with the float, it doesn't really matter, but
Yeah,
it's
that's
just
true.
a
Yeah.
couple seconds. Although Mire without a small piece still sucks. So you might want to put that up for a little bit.
Yeah, so if I'm... right, okay, so that's totally fair. So next for Wally is probably going to be Thieves Town, I presume?
Yeah. Thieves.
Thieves in the Eastern, maybe?
Yeah. Right, that was in the tablet first, I guess.
Yeah.
Terra. I was in Hera again.
Swamp Palace, I believe.
Yeah, okay. I know there was a dungeon.
Yeah. Wally is taking this to, I think, the bottom.
Maya.
Yeah. Yep.
It's my it has to be Maya, right? I think that's oh dear, Southwest Death Mountain Foothills Cave. Can check the engines on your way.
I guess we still haven't seen Saha. That's the only, I think, major multi-item cave that we have left.
Yeah, for sure. That's but I don't think, like, right now there's so many dungeons you can clear.
Yeah, for sure. I was like, you're definitely getting these things along the way, but I think our value is starting to...
Oh, Alaszun might jump down in the Dark World here.
Oh, right, because he's not found... Ugh. Okay, but counterpoint, and this is a little bit awkward. If he ends up at Desert Middle, oh wait, no, sorry, it's Desert back up there. Never mind. I was thinking because our Desert Middle is just a really cute sort of connector that gets us to Dark Bunk Rock. Sorry, I was like looking at my tracker and I thought I had.
We don't need the red bomb. Sorry, there was a connector to the pyramid. The pyramid. Yeah, might be a little bit before Aldo finds this.
That hammer's gonna be really bad for him, I think.
Hammer, yeah.
That's a really big kind of flip on.
If the connector to the TR bridge is, we still have a few connectors left. That's the thing. It's
yeah,
just,
I don't think we've seen
or not,
Granny.
We find it.
Yeah.
Did they do Vicky chess? I'm assuming not.
No.
He didn't do it, right?
No.
Just as Stelatar joins the chat. Hello.
Oh, this is our last pennant. Okay, interesting. Alaszun, please let go of the pot.
Okay, then we need the desert big and small and the hookshot.
But we do have the visible big key as well, so presumably we're also looking for a connector that possibly gets us
Or the mids.
or the mitts, yeah. Because I think it's like 25% chance, right? That's the desert big key, I think, from what we know, but still, just definitely on the runner's minds.
And he went back. Or, just find the front of Super Bunny.
Yeah!
It works as well.
I mean, that's suddenly, yeah, it's a lot harder for Alaszun, but at the same time...
Yeah, it could be a thing, like, he finds the tier bridge, and then Super Bunny is just there as well.
Alaszun probably having just the smug, like the goofiest smirk on his face with like the, oh, I got the flute early. Oh, there's the lamp.
I don't think so. I don't think Wally is gonna spooky. And the bottle to make him feel better about that sick kid. Also has that fairy that Alaszun just found, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
So I guess the question is, for Alaszun, what does he have left that wouldn't push him back to swim?
Jan's Tower?
Yeah. I think that's really our biggest pile of density, right? And obviously the runners can sequence break basically everything in the basement, so...
That's 3 keys, most of right-sided and logic.
Yeah. And he'll probably just...
Where do we go from here? WallKicks.
I think this is just going to be... He's still...
That's Spike Cave. That has to be Spike Cave.
Oh yeah, with our fair and everything else, it's probably the best time to get it done.
Alright, we know there's an invincibility item on the pedestal. That looks bombs. Maybe. Or maybe there's the other one. I think Alan's going to Meyer. Finds nothing.
Yeah, I don't think he ever checked this, but this is going to put him right at Meyer now, so...
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you're here, just no way. And we finally get a back of escape check from Wally. I guess.
Yeah, but I mean, this actually works out really well, because it'd be the save and quit into going to Thieves. And then Wally may see that... I think at that point, you kind of have to do it, right? Like, I assume that he...
Yeah, for sure. Do we really want to try to hover that? Is he going to try to hover that? No. Yeah, that's T sound for Wally.
Yeah. Yeah, this hammer is going to be really interesting, because if it obviously locks the mitts, it's going to be a weird sort of thing to kind of get back to for maybe finding the front of Super Bunny. And then the question is, if it doesn't, what else in the rest of the world will we find on the way?
And the biggest payload would be like front of Super Bunny is in my area, right? And the mids are in right side GT.
Yep.
But if it is actually required to follow that variant Sergeant connector to get the hammer, that Alaszun's probably in a really bad spot.
Yeah, it's definitely the what more does he have after GT, which is going to be front of ice, which feels not so great to do.
Yeah.
But admittedly, there's not a lot left after that, though. Like, that's the thing, is that with how he's routed, and generally speaking, the sort of the sweeps of the world he's taken, there's not a lot left for...
Speaking of the front of ice, right?
Yeah.
I hope there's nothing in that teeth on big chest if Alaszun does that.
Oh. Well. So anyway, hookshot, swamp, small.
Yep. Getting to back that it's very easy with that old man.
Yeah.
But yeah, the T-Sun Big was is available without the hammer and ice. So
Yeah.
If Alaszun gets it before he gets the hammer, that might be bad.
As well as ahead as it looks. Kind of, yeah. Alaszun has checked more stuff, but the hammer was in kind of a decision point for him, unlike with Wally, kind of an order of operations, so he got the hammer with the middle drop down on EDM. Whereas Alaszun jumped down in the Dark World to find the desert, which Wally had previously sort of found, so...
Well, still needs to find Skullwoods in a very hard location.
The Palace of Darkness area.
Yeah. Nope. But that's a 40 key.
Yes. And GT is literally right, one screen over, so...
He's going to Eastern.
Yeah.
I think.
I think this is Eastern. Granted, he did kind of find this in a weird way, so there are entrances around this area he's never checked. but I think he's just beelining it to Eastern. I think he's about to know Tawfile. Wally's secret technique of walking into dungeons to get information, which he doesn't have the Eastern map, so okay.
I mean, yeah.
He's gonna do it probably either way, yeah.
I think you still do desert though.
Oh right, you okay, yeah.
After Eastern.
Yeah.
Before
GT, right? Yeah.
Question is about the left side of Ganon's tower, knowing that you're missing the hookshot, but also the key. So, do you want to commit into doing that, looking for the Swan Small, or I am not sure you do yet. You might want to go full right side if you're Wally. Although there is a chest that is in logic on the left side with only the boots.
Yeah.
And the hammer, obviously. But
Yeah.
I've seen the hookshot there before. Not a lot, but I've seen it.
I mean, it is still probably your biggest concentration of items left, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I think for Alaszun, this is
ice, not ice, at least.
Okay.
Oh, just going to GT, huh?
And I guess
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about GT left side. Like, it's super easy to get to, and you can only have the Swarm Small, so you might want to see if you can get the Swarm Small before committing to a left side GT. But yeah, like it's that chest, that single chest. Especially now that you have all 4 keys.
Yeah. I'm a little shocked, all things considered, that Wally didn't do the desert play, but I guess still, like, it's right here as well. Like, both are kind of easy to get to.
The thing about that play is that if you need to go to pot afterwards, you're next to it, kinda.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, I think about that order. Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense, the order of operations. Yeah.
But you might want more keys, even though you really don't want to go back to pot for sure. But hey, it's there.
Yeah.
I really like the just go full right here from Wally.
Mhm.
Given the items they're missing right now. Oh, I was hoping it would be Swamp.
One of the most interesting choices if the GT Big Key is back here, and then that kind of leaves a very interesting decision point for the runners.
Yeah, with the well being in the no. Still doing it. No? Oh, Tyrone. There was nothing, right?
Yeah.
Well then. I'm guessing Wally's looking for Skullboys afterwards. Like, he hasn't been to the bar area, so like
Yeah.
easy checks from here. But afterwards, I'm not sure. Still missing Saha.
So missing Saha, yeah, but I think it's
There's one entrance in Outcast that hasn't been checked. The peg house.
Yeah.
Oh, Wally's doing it. I mean, I don't blame him. No. When if you're here, you now, and you didn't find a small in that full right side, gonna have to.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, I think you really want to check that double firebar room.
Yeah.
Yeah, just leave. But that's pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
This is to get back to, and just behind the hook shot, and it might come back with the big key. It's definitely reasonable.
So I know that I don't want to necessarily do this, but we're kind of at the point where I think Wally's beginning to sort of amass a little bit of a lead because he's about to find school as everything else. What are the sort of things that play that gets Alaszun either back in this or within much more of a spitting distance, I guess?
I mean, he's definitely has ice in the back of his mind.
Yeah.
Which will give him teeth down to kind of
desert.
catch up a little bit, but at the same time lose time because you're not going to be able to single dip ice. Yeah, and then you can do. That's it. That was a teeth down, right?
Yes, that was in the attic. Yeah.
Okay. And then I guess you just follow connectors. The one that you haven't followed yet. That's the last kit. Oh, there's a green pendant.
Okay.
There's a Turtle Rock Big, which is super accessible, just with a saving quit that you might want to consider.
Yeah.
You might just do it now, actually.
Yeah, so the question, where's the hammer? Yes, the middle drop at EDM. The way to get there was through Fairy Ascension over in Dark Shopping Mall, which takes you to Floating Island, and you have mirror middle drop down has Super Buddy item side, so.
Which is something you could consider of the desert as well.
Mm-hmm.
Wally.
Mr. Kicks, you have failed. Actually, you know what?
Yeah, that's the nice play. That's the ice play for Alaszun.
Yeah.
So that might send him back to the hammer.
Oh, with that entire route through, because you have to do Thieves into Desert, and then...
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
It's Desert into and now when you're gonna be at the back of Desert, which is the dark, which is hot.
Yeah.
You might make the swim back to check those two entrances. It's only two entrances, and then you have to pick even. Ah! Right, so what do we have for WallKicks? I think it's going to like. I mean, it needs to find Skullwoods, which it will, and from Skullwoods, probably going to run up to Desert.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I might have misspoken about that connector in this location, but yeah, still, it's...
Oh yeah, that's true. That's still kind of bad, but and then, like I said, you still have a choice after getting there, which is why you don't really want to go.
Yeah.
There is something though. If the answer is actually the playhouse in Outcast, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it is Sahasrara.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And that the answer is a Sahasrara and not the items in the back. I'm not sure when Wally will. If Wally wants to kill Trinex.
So this actually plays really nicely for Alaszun, because this inadvertently gets him back where he wants to go, because I don't think he ever followed this. Maybe he did. Can't remember if he did.
In the dark, did.
And then it's right in the dark, so he actually does know where this goes. Never mind.
He's going to Thieves.
Yep, this is Thieves Desert, which gets him back to our...
Not going to Desert? Oh, he hasn't checked this.
Yeah, Wally with the hour... I mean, he's still not seen Dig Game or any of the stuff over there because of how his route was weirdly segmented, too, so... But, I mean, I think he just has dungeons along the way, and whatever he finds or explores is... That's it. I wonder, too, if the other thing that Wally's thinking of is, what do I do after this? So this is probably going to be Pod, and then...
I'm not sure you go back to Pod with a single key, honestly.
So is it then following your connector to do the other drop-down? Like,
yeah, it might be, that's the thing.
conversely, there also is Mimic Cave down there, which I guess you can kind of get back to through desert connectors, but yeah, we're...
Not sure Mimic gave the thing down without the hammer.
Yeah. Actually, he might not do that, because he might couple Desert Big Chest with Mimic Cave. Because I think the left side and Mimic Cave are kind of right next to each other.
Yeah, you're right. No. Maybe you want to go.
Yeah,
Maybe.
maybe. Suddenly pod.
Hmm. It's only 2 checks, though. No. Oh yeah, second chest of Castle Tower is the thing. Wally found the key.
I think they both have a key. And
Oh
then
yeah,
it was,
they do.
yeah.
And that's it. Try next kill? Maybe.
Probably this and a Trinex, yeah.
Yeah, that's right next kill.
Yeah, is there enough left in the world for Wally to kind of get distracted for Alaszun to get to this hammer, though? And, oh, okay.
Please go to that.
Yeah, sorry, I was like, oh yeah, that's right, you do the same way. Almost so fixated on whirlpool geography that I was like, oh yeah, you can just
It
go on.
might have been faster to just like run to the whirlpool from where it was, though. I think it was faster. Anyway.
Yeah, I thought it was, but
yeah, it was faster.
I'm not about to criticize or think about runners. This is the finals. I'm gonna trust them. That's what you're here for, Lynn. We have not seen Tahasrala. The other thing that we're kind of missing is we've seen a big key on Desert Ledge, but with no clear way to get to the Mire area to mirror.
I mean, you have all the big keys you want.
Right.
I'm not saying you have all the big keys you need.
Yeah, you don't want that to be the answer. Yeah, I think Wally's about to give us the hammer hut, and then question mark on this.
You have one more entrance, which is the Spiral Cave entrance after this.
Yeah.
One item.
Yeah, so
Do we
Wally...
even have connectors left?
We do. Because we have, I think, 2 must connects? Or maybe 1 must connect top file?
Connectors we can follow.
Oh, ooh. I don't think so.
Okay. So you're telling me that entrance in the Spiral Cave entrance is the answer? That's what you're telling me. Oh, Castle Tower too.
Yeah, I think we're right. I think that actually is our last sort of thing. By the way, really quickly while we have a moment, thank you again to our trackers, Top File and Amazing Ampharos, for doing the hard work we don't have to. ZSR main for letting us, showcase the finals today. Tumble Talk for the restream. Yeah. And my co-com, of course, Little. Fun to get to do this.
It's a pleasure, especially with those 2 lovely people.
Mm-hmm.
Are we doing this?
Are we?
Oh yeah, actually,
we're doing this
for a powder.
Oh my! I mean, in Alaszun's case, it was this or pod, and
I mean, it's a good way to get to pod, kinda.
Is that 3 or 4 small key to this dungeon we've seen so far today?
It was Hera, Thief Down, TR,
TR
and this one. Yeah. No, Lumberjack is just a powder.
Lumberjack is a visible powder, for the record. Magic Bat, I believe, in Cackwell. Yeah, Magic Bat is available. It's just that this, I believe, was Thief drop down with a visible powder.
There it was.
Okay.
The Thief dropped down with the powder. What was that shovel again?
I don't think Shovel was anything of consequence, but I do think this is our Desert Big Chest into Mimic Cave play.
There's a...
Or Shovel's a pod key, okay.
There's more pod keys.
Thank you, trackers. Appreciate you.
Oh, there they are. Oh, that...
Oh, no. There, this is...
not looking good.
Yeah.
Although that might help out soon. Because, like, when he gets them, he might be able to find that the Super Bunny from to reach his hammer.
Yeah, because this will put him in the same area, so...
That's where he's going, I think. That's where Desert Entrance was. Desert Left was there.
Yeah, so the most interesting thing is Powder is hookshot.
As well. Grab. Yeah, he's grabbing the bits as well.
Alright, please be GT Big Key on Desert Ledge. I just, at this point, want full chaos horseshit.
Okay. Well, he might be thinking about going back to Ganon's Tower to grab the last chest he left, but...
This is...
There's Hookshot Cave as well.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Swamp.
Alaszun is down to, I think, one very particular out.
Yes. I don't think Wally's ever climbing that tower.
Yeah. Because I don't even think that GT basement, or GT climb isn't out now. Like, I think this is it. I think this has to be our Swamp Small.
Nope.
Yeah.
We just going back to GT WallKicks? Issue, quote unquote. I mean, you want it to go, but I think you just go.
Yeah. At this point, it's just what is my largest pile of density and what can it be? But I think Alaszun is unfortunately just writing. riding behind WallKicks at this point.
Hookshot only opens Hookshot Cave for him. It might just go here after checking those 2 entrances here.
Yes, well as behind Aga 2 Jacob, right?
Alaszun? I know you don't want it, but you might need it.
Yeah, you might.
I mean, you don't know. You don't need it.
They don't need it. Yeah,
You don't know. You don't know that yet.
we know it is in fact completely useless, but
Hates the smoke in the swamp. One more chest. All right.
Yep.
Swamp Palace was in Hera. Just have to go mode it and go to Ganon.
oh god, we never saw that as well. Holy moly!
Probably the Super Bunny entrance not in GT, right?
Oh god, if it is, that's just. I think it. It's either in. Oh my god, where is this thing? Yeah, I don't know.
We have the TR Bridge.
TR Bridge, which.
Okay. So there's a it will bring us to the TR Bridge itself, or the TR laser bridge.
Mhm.
That's it. I want to say.
Yeah. It's like, or TR main, yeah, but even still, that's. Okay.
Some of things Astral as well. And there's only the Hammerpeg's entrance that and GT that we probably won't see in this seed.
Yep.
And TR, I guess.
Yes, I TR main, yeah.
There he is. That's so unfortunate that Hammer's actually hard luck by this. Kind of disgusting, not gonna lie.
Yeah, that is a really sort of gross. And the most interesting part of that is that Wally, because of his sort of weird or different, I can't call it weird, different early route, actually got to Desert, so knew what those two drop downs were, and Alaszun had the choice. And unfortunately,
I mean, he picked
he picked the objectively correct play.
Yeah. By dropping in the dark world like this, he was checking more entrances.
Yep. I think from his perspective, it was the objectively correct play, like every time.
Alaszun has Smith as well.
But I think even before Alaszun even narrows it down, that race room is going to ping.
No, we haven't found the connector that goes to the laser bridge exit.
No, yeah.
Which, what I remember, has to be the
Granny?
brothers. No,
Oh,
Granny. Okay. Brothers or Granny? I don't remember.
Yeah.
One of the two easy connectors. Old man, old woman. Okay. There's hammer peg as well. So fine.
Yeah, that's true.
All good. Okay. You helped me the whole way. So.
Yeah, you again, Tafal, y'all did the hard work, so Lynn and I could sit here and guys, gals, non-binary pals, get your GGs in chat for WallKicks.
Oh. It's just Wally. Was a seed.
It's a vile seed, if I'm being honest, but
That's a disgusting hammer. Not gonna lie.
yeah. I think with that, Alaszun has also forfeit, so
Delivery or joined right now by one of the runners.
Hello, you are indeed.
Hello, Wally.
Hello,
Hello, Mr. Kicked.
GG's. Not sure is Alvin joining.
I'm not sure yet.
Not yet. He is. He is.
Oh,
Yes.
okay,
I will wait for him because I mean, Alaszun knows, but I want you to. There's a piece of information I want to give to you
Oh,
that you probably don't know.
Lovely.
But just for a second, how are you feeling, Wally?
Feel all right. I felt my early game was pretty good. My mid game was okay. The end game was a little unfortunate, but I'll go into it more once Alaszun pops in.
I think he just joined.
Hey, my early game was awesome.
Yeah. Yes, it was. Yes, it
I'm
absolutely
about
From-
300% sure I was way ahead of you early.
That's nice.
Aside from that lamp, but we'll get to it.
The light doesn't bother me though.
Okay, so the only way to get the hammer was what you did, Wally. It is
Yeah.
the only way to get the hammer.
I figured. Because I don't know where the other end to Super Bunny is.
They're
I
harbor
imagine
lost.
Had you
Oh,
gone
it's
to
hammerlocked?
Yes.
Have you ever
Oh.
gone to Left Side Desert yet? Yeah, I've done every entrance that isn't hammerlocked, except for Turtle Rock, I guess. Had you gone out Left Side Desert when you were up there? Or did you just choose Light World
you
anyway?
found, what was the connector that was?
It was hookshot
lowest bumper.
It was hookshot to below bumper. Wally mirrored and got that first. Yeah, sorry.
Well, no, because it was... Oh, to get there? I thought you were talking about getting to the hammer.
And that's how you found desert, and that's
Uh-huh.
what brought you all the way to the dark Death Mountain bottom.
I found
Right,
Desert
which is
from Dark
why-
Death Mountain bottom.
and which is why Wally didn't jump down in the
Yeah.
dark world.
No, it makes sense. That's the only way I can imagine you not jumping down to the Dark World there is if you had been out there from Desert before.
Mm-hmm. And I
Yeah,
never found the connector to TR Bridge. I'm assuming it's...
It's Spec Rock.
Yeah,
Just so-
I never found him.
It's in Checkerboard Cave. Oh, sorry, it's in it's Eastside Mire.
Okay, that makes sense.
Just for reference, there could have been 3 ways to get that hammer. Unfortunately, there was only one. Because it was the other end of Super Bunny Cave.
Oh Jesus.
I mean, for Alaszun.
Uh-huh.
So you didn't find the front of Super Bunny, and you didn't find the connector leading to that bridge. So you had to go from the light roll and jumping down there. That was kind of unfortunate.
It just felt like such a bad play in comparison to what else I had.
I mean, I get it. Like, you jumping down in the dark roll was totally reasonable. But, like, 2 entrances versus 1, like, yes.
Yeah. Yes.
I kind of thought about it briefly, and I'm like, I mean, you can get here easier with mitts if you get them, but...
I mean, the worst part of it is, like, even if you go back, you still have a choice to make. Do I jump left or do I jump middle?
That was another reason why I didn't, too.
Yeah. I mean, until you found the mitts.
Until I found the mitts, in which case I was hunting Saha so I could get my 50 rupees off of the green pendant.
But yeah,
no,
I mean,
50 rupees was Magic Bat. What was green pendant?
300. That's
yeah.
There we go. That's right. I knew it was money. I just couldn't remember how much.
Second Castle Tower key vanilla. Good God.
I was not happy when I saw that.
I wouldn't be either.
I sat there. I'm like, all right. I've got Desert Big Chest, and I've got Castle Tower, and I've got those terrible entrances left. And I'm like, I could like flute to 8, but I think it's faster to just flute to 3 and go Castle Tower and run up. And so I'll get Castle Tower 2. And I saw the key and was like,
I'm getting desert left with the powder.
I had kind of put a little bit of brain cycle into it, and I'm like, I think it's really unlikely Wally fake powdered in this seed.
Oh heck no.
Kane, so I think there's a world where you think about it. If you start Sanctuary, go up and loop around. I had turned in my mushroom before I saw that powder.
Okay.
Because I assume you didn't dip Eastern?
Not for like 45 minutes.
Okay, so I had my flute at about the 4-minute mark.
Of course.
And then immediately left Eastern because I'm like, okay, Wally's not getting this. I'm just fucking leaving. Like, this is enough for me.
I'm surprised you just at least didn't go to map chest. Okay.
I realized I should have gone to map chest and save and quit about halfway out of walking out, and I'm like, no, fuck this. I'm just committed at this point. Yeah, that was real unfortunate for me, which sucks because in the entire time I'm like, wow, my early game feels amazing. I'm like hitting such a good route here. Like, what did you have boots, Wally?
20-ish, 25 minutes.
Okay. So a little bit later than me, but actually I'm kind of surprised just because I figured there was a chance you're really late to boots if you don't run through the Hyrule Castle connectors, which seems less tempting if you don't have the flute to immediately get back to here. So I thought I might get an edge there, but I also knew, like, okay, I'm going to gain a lot of time early just from this flute getting to fly around. And then I thought there was also a chance you were going to miss the glove when it was there, because that first glove was awful.
Well,
it wasn't terrible for me. Like, I sequence broke the sword in Skull Big Chest really early.
Like before Pearl?
Well before Pearl.
Okay. He did a patented
reason. I had the sword very quickly because that was like my first play in Dark World, but
unfortunately you missed that mirror because of that Skull's display for a little bit.
I don't think the mirror actually affected me very much.
Oh, like they don't have allowed you to do Lost Woods as well, I guess.
Yeah. It affected me a little bit and would have let me ride on Lost Woods, but it was a very, very small consideration overall in terms of what it could have been. Like, I didn't go to the pyramid without it. I didn't follow connectors that went to Dark World spots without it. I didn't go down South Dark World. I got back to it pretty quickly, so I didn't feel too bad about it.
Yeah, from our perspective, Alaszun, your route definitely looked a lot smoother. Wally, I don't want to say serendipitously because it made sense, but Wally actually got to that glove with the weird sort of following hook shot into desert, going out desert mid, and then getting up to the top of the castle that way, as opposed to I think the more full...
Okay. I didn't really revise how bad that was when I got spat out of the pyramid. Because because that was my third. I mean, that was my third exit from desert.
Yeah.
But... well, that was unfortunate.
Could have saved myself a little time had I gone one more check in GT.
I mean, I think I was
pre-hook shot. So like at that, like by the time I have like hook shot, you know, I
understand it. I get it.
Yeah, like I'm hook shot and swamp small for go mode, and so like I'm doing right side GT because that's like for me the most logical place to have the hook shot. I hadn't picked up my mitts yet out of desert, so like at that point I'm like, okay, you know, I'm like. It's not great to do left side GT, but I'm like, but I've also got 4 GT smalls, so I have to at least go to the bonk, you know, the double firebar room. So I'm like, while I'm here, I'm gonna go do Stalfos room without a problem, and then I left because I'm like, okay, at this point, you know, everything else I know is hookshot locked. Like I don't really, you know, I don't want to. My swamp small could just not be somewhere. It could just be somewhere else. So I ended up getting my hookshot. I went hookshot cave and right back to GT, but like. Had I just gone one more check, I pick up my swamp small, and then I'm just hookshot go.
Where was swamp small?
GT left.
Left side GT.
Fire snakes. Okay, got it. So you went Stalfos and then left. Got it.
No,
Stalfos down to map chest because I had all 4 GT keys in the boot, so I'm like,
gotcha.
I need to check this just in case.
This makes sense.
And then I left because I'm swamp small and hookshot for go, and I'm like,
I mean. That would have been I was hammer swamp small and hookshot for go for a really long time, and I'm still swamp small and hammer for go. But
yeah,
I mean I was about to get there because I had nothing else left. Legitimately, I just finished purple chest. I was gonna grab the big key on desert ledge, and if it was GT, I was gonna climb, and if not, I was gonna. I mean I assumed I gained timed early, but I also knew that there was a chance that I didn't. I knew there was a chance that like I had given up way too much time later. Like when I saw the Kalsark, I'm like, there's a chance even if I do Agon, he doesn't, as long as this hammer is still really bad. That I like, and I think there's a world where like, if you don't go through that desert connector and you jump down there, like that's a super reasonable last location for both of us.
Yeah.
Because that's just a nightmare. And then the mitts ended up being horrible for me too. Yeah. Because they, like, right when I was about to run out of stuff and be forced into the hammer, it just threw it right back to me. Which was just...
I was kind of hoping that you would find the connector, but no, it's just not there.
That's really unfortunate that the connectors didn't exist for you.
I was hunting the connector. I knew I didn't have Super Buddy. I'm like, I really would love to find this, and I was hunting it, and no.
No, the connector and both Super Buddy entrance are locked by the hammer.
Rude.
Lovely.
Yeah, and like the only way to get there for me was, and I was going to get there soon because, like I said, I had nothing left. Because I originally skipped the big key on Desert Ledge because I'm like, this is 50-50 Swamp GT Big. Swamp Big is pointless now, and GT Big is I don't want.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to like say bye and not go, and then do all the mid stuff, and then I finally just ran out of shit, and I'm like, all right, let's see if this is GT, and I'll do the climb since I have the hook shot now. Yeah, I mean, I felt really good for about 80 minutes of that seed, and then the last 40 minutes or so just was a giant turd for me.
Honestly, I was feeling pretty good overall with the seed too. Like, I think things were going fairly smooth for me.
I kind of figured worst case I was just a couple minutes ahead from better mobility in the early game.
Sure.
And you know what, like that, like, and so at that time I'm just reminding myself, like, it's not the first stuff that matters, it's the last stuff. Like, if he gets hammer go mode, if you don't, if like he makes a 50-50 and you don't, and I mean, maybe I should have hedged that to head, like, but that's such retrospective bias. I don't I don't think that's a justifiable play. It's so arrogant to say like, oh, well, of course I'm a couple minutes ahead of a really fucking good player. I'm just gonna cover my bases in every single position. So I mean, I played to win and did not.
Kind of have to in this mode, and going up against Alaszun, like I would say the same thing. Like, you got to play to win.
I really do like some of the early game choices that I think that both of you ended up making. Maybe as like, because we talked about a tiny bit on comms, right? Like Alaszun going in for Eastern over you, Wally, because of your very vocal and prominent disdain. And I think similarly, like the you going into school was another thing, is because it was. I like it because, you know, maybe not mind games, maybe not 100% like, oh, I don't want to do this, because I think the game kind of gave you options to do so. But it was really interesting from that perspective of like the two of you know each other, right? The two of you played each other. You've definitely analyzed, observed, shit posted everything else from like with respect to the other person. So it was really kind of fun to watch how the early game molded into the mid game with the choices that you guys made. And it was incredibly like super high level, and it was really enjoyable to watch.
When I saw Eastern, I'm like, I need to make it a point to come back here not terribly late. I'm like, I know Alaszun is going to come in here. I'm like, I can't let this be what caused me to lose.
I actually waited until I could full
into
clear it before I went back too.
So like, I finally went in about
nothing and nothing.
Yeah.
A lamp.
Yeah.
The lamp was not locked by the big key and bow.
I know, but it gave you a lamp.
It did.
But yeah, like so that's why around the 45-minute mark, I'm like, okay, you know, I do have Dark World access, like, you know, the 500 connectors that took you to West Dark World. I'm like, I can go on a journey, but I'm like, but there's there's a chance something stupid is in Eastern. I need to cut that potential loss condition out of my game.
Okay.
You didn't do Trinex, did you, Wally?
I did.
Okay, never mind. I think there's an alternate version of that seed where if that swamp small ends up somewhere else, I still end up in a really, really good position, because then I get hammer go mode, but it's just one of those, like, it's hard to come back from the amount of shit I did for nothing.
I have a question for you too. After that Hera small key, T-Sound small key, and Turtle Rock small key,
God dang.
when you found Swamp Palace, were you kind of hoping for it to be there as well?
Yes.
Yes. I didn't even have a hammer and I was hoping for it. I'm like, all right, let's go. I sensed the theme of this seed.
I was like, it'd be really nice to give me another vanilla small key.
I saw the words "this dungeon" a lot this seed.
Yeah, we were joking about, like, I think there was the theme of this was like there were 4 different small keys that were in their own dungeon, so
But I mean, at the end of the day, I can't feel too bad losing to a really good player. Like, I obviously had to get lucky at points to get here in the first place, and I mean, I'm sure Wally will say the same thing. Like, it's this tournament has been fucking brutal.
Yeah.
And like, even making the 6 and 2 cutoff was fucking brutal.
We talked about that a tiny bit.
7-1.
Yeah, this is the first year I didn't have to handle the 6 and I didn't have to stress over 6 and 2.
Yeah, I mean, it's what it is.
Yeah.
I hope it was an entertaining seed for people. Hopefully I can come back next weekend, and I mean, like, regardless, like, I'm fine with how I played. Like, I think I played fine this seed. I just didn't get lucky, and you know what? Like, sometimes that happens.
I think I've not much else to add.
I'm saying, like, it's not over. We still have 1 or 2 games. Next game is Saturday, right?
We're looking tentatively the same time Saturday and Sunday. It might change based on Wally's league schedule.
Yep.
And or other schedule, but
okay.
Well, Wally gets to sit around and walk on a cloud for the entire week, and I get to sit around carrying a sad hobo sack over my shoulder for the whole week.
Could be worse. At least you got the sack.
True. But GG's again, Alaszun. I can't wait to watch this back because I'm sure this is really good.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll enjoy it. I might watch this back if I'm feeling masochistic.
Runners, again, thank you. Like, Lynn and I talked about the beginning of this. Even Alice, if you watched something more in the first few minutes, like, thank you and enjoy it. But a really good performance by y'all, I want to say. Thank you again to our trackers, File and AA. Tom will talk, of course, the restream. And Lynn, thank you for...
Thank you. Like I said, pleasure, especially with those 2 lovely runners that I adore. Uwu.
Woo-woo.
Yeah, two good friends. Like, yeah, anytime.
Also, I didn't say GG's in the race room, so GG's. I'm sorry. I have an
Yeah, no,
obnoxiously bad habit.
Dude,
I have an obnoxiously bad habit of like when I finish a race, if I've lost, I have like thoughts in my head and then they immediately spill out, and I'll realize like 20 minutes later, like, oh shit, I never said GG. I'm not like trying to be a salt pile here.
no, you're all good, dude.
Wally just scratched off that note on his like, Alaszun didn't say GG to me. I hate this dude. Not gonna be an admin next year, ass.
What? Why don't people talk to me after a race?
Because you're terrifying.
All right. Thank you guys so much. I'm gonna head off and
Yep.
get food and
Yeah,
whatnot.
I'll catch you guys later.
Sounds like my cue. Zaf, Lynn, thank you both for coming. Thank you to the people who just left for running the race for us. Thank you, Ampharos and Toph, for coming, for everyone coming out to watch today, because if we don't have an audience, then what's the point of putting these things on? You know, they could still race without these, but having them on lets people watch them. So as long as people keep coming to watch them, we'll keep putting them on. Tonight, there is a Windbreaker randomizer round something or other. I don't know, what is this thing? Loser bracket top 12. Mr. Mario versus Symphonic Link at 10:30 Eastern. It's the only thing left on the schedule today for ZSR. And there's a whole bunch of the Windbreaker tournament throughout the week as well. And actually, that's pretty much it until Saturday. For right now, it looks like it's just Windbreaker randomizer. So if you're into that, cool. If not, well, I'm sorry. What can I tell you? All right. So again, thank you, everyone. I'm going to send this over to the Otters. So I hope you all have a good rest of your day and a good weekend.